All right, people. So we've just talked about the explain plan, and I said that the plan to go to Alaska depends on what data is available to Chris. Whether the weather in New York is terrible, whether Greyhound drivers are on strike, or whatever. So that data informs how you go to Alaska. Now, if Oracle does not gather statistics enough for what you're doing, of course the plan will not be that good. Okay, let's take a look for these two tables that we are referencing here, Scott.m and Scott.dep department. When was the last statistics gathered? What does Oracle already know about them? Okay, let's go and take a look at that. When we run that query, it says that the M and the depth table, that the last time statistics was gathered was December 2016 at 6 a.m. This is June 2017. The statistics are stale. Agreed?
Yes.
Completely stale, which means we are working on old data. It's kind of like Chris is looking for a ticket to go to Alaska, but there was a storm in December, and that's the information available to him. Of course, your decisions will be wrong because the storm doesn't exist now. All right. So we want to ensure that these things are gathered. There is a scheduled job, automated scheduled job that can gather statistics every night if you want to, just to make sure things are up to date. Now you don't want to gather statistics while you're in that database at 10 o'clock Monday morning, because it takes a toll on the database. So we can actually gather statistics on a particular table. There are two ways we can gather statistics. We can analyze the table. Analyze, I hope I'm getting the spelling right. Analyze table M, compute statistics. I hope I'm right. I've not done this for a long time. No, compute what? Compute. Okay, let me Google it. I've not done it for a long time. Analyze table.
The guy is making money.
This guy, he has all the answers.
I see him all the time.
But his answers
It comes up on
I don't think
It's not detailed. It's not detailed.
I don't like his answer. I like his speech.
he always wants
to
you
face.
to he always wants you to go and subscribe to something.
This is America, my friend. You don't freelance anywhere. All right, compute statistics for this table. Look at the date it was last analyzed. So when I tell you, look, go ahead and analyze this again. It does it. Table. Oh, sorry. I'm logged in as the sixth. Agree? So I need to Scott. Done. So now when I take a look at it again, when I go to the M is the third one, look at the date, it's today's date. It has just analyzed it. So the information, that sample size, all that information, average row length, all that vital data, that all average space consumed by this table, the blocks used in this table, number of records in this table, Oracle keeps track. So that's the kind of data it uses to explain how it's going to do it. So if it's not current, there's a disconnect. So the more your statistics is gathered or recent, the better your explain plan. Agree? So because explain plan deals with these statistics. Now that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to use DBMS dot gather gather stats. Okay, let me Google that. I'm also, by way of doing this, telling you that you are not going to have all these things in your head at any given time. You have to learn and to know how to Google, but the good news is that you know what you are Googling. Gather stats.
You again.
Look at that. Execute DBMS, gather table stats. This is the schema where the table is. This is the table. So I'm going to do that. So we have gathered stats for the other table. Let's gather it for the second table. So this is another way of doing this. Scott, but it will be the other table. Where is that? The department table. So when I run this, it runs, and when I now go and check that query again to check the status of statistics for each table, the the depth table is the second one. So you see that the date has changed. So we can gather statistics for table, we can gather statistics for the entire schema and for the entire database. All right, any question on this?
So this is a part of the job of the Packmaster.
Yeah, yeah. So there will be a scheduled job that gathers statistics in your database, maybe every night, every other night, something like that.
So how do you know of all these scheduled jobs that are available in the database?
Okay, this one happened to be one of the things that you can set up. You don't need to do nothing. You just tell it to do. It's already one of the, I've forgotten how it's called. One of the things that Oracle already put in place by default that you run. And you just have to tell it when you should run it. Automated scheduling job. Gathering statistics, SQL tuning, SQL advisor. Undo advice, undo analysis. It's one of them. I think it's 3 or 4 of them. All right. So that's that. Now,